Hello Internet once again. Thought I'd give you a brief update on how things are going here. As you can see, a lot of the machine has now been cut out, partially assembled. Some of this stuff is actually just sitting here. For example, these are actually the Y-axis mounts, which will go up on here, like that, and like that, oops, and like that. There'll be the connecting rods like these going across there and there. I don't actually have my linear bearings yet for the table, so the table is actually just sitting here, but that's more or less where it'll go anyway. As you can see, all the edges are still all rough, not cleaned up or anything. I was going to try and show you actually drilling all the parts and whatnot, but it was just, there's no way by myself that I could hold the camera and actually line up the drill bit and do all the rest of it. But anyway, all the parts you see there, the drilling only effect resulted in this very, I don't know how well you can see that, but this fairly large pile of plastic shreddies. That was all just from drilling those parts. I thought you might like to see, though, an actual piece of the HDPE here being drilled, and you can see all the curlies coming off of it. Now, I think I can do this with one hand. If I drill right there and let it snap around and hit the upright of the drill press, and nobody will die. But you can see all the curlies coming off of it, and you can see the effects of drilling this versus drilling steel or aluminum, because I tell you, what I'm about to do here you definitely would not want to do with either steel or aluminum. The drill press is kind of noisy, so after I turn it on here I don't think you'll be able to hear me anymore, but you'll get the point anyway. So like I say, don't try this at home if you're doing something like this with aluminum or steel. You can see all the curlies coming off of it. Hopefully you can hear me. Take the piece off. So here's all the curlies that come off. Now this is something you would never ever want to do if you were doing steel or aluminum. I would have absolutely ripped my hand right down to my the bloody stump of my wrist if I tried doing that. So there's one of the bonuses of drilling plastic versus steel. Whee! Look at this, instant snow. Actually, if you're ever looking to do a diorama and have snow effects, you could probably use this really well. It's all nice and soft and fluffy, and well, as you can see, it looks like a pile of snow. Anyway, enough of the cheap future modeling special effects. Go back to here. So you can see here I've crudely bored out the middle of the hole. That was just done with a hole saw, but it doesn't need to be accurate at all, because all it has is the Acme threaded rod going through it. Get down here. The Acme threaded rod goes through here into the bearing, locks into the bearing, gets locked down with the set screws here. I don't know if you can see those or not. Turn into the light. There's the set screws, and that bearing here has exactly a 0.500 inside diameter, and the OD of the Acme threaded rod is like 0.500 or 0.499 inches type thing, so it's a really, really snug fit. So anyway, the threaded rod goes through there, through the hole here, into a coupling, which I'll show in a later video, and then the stepper motor attaches on the end here, which rotates the Acme thread, which has the nut on it, which moves your table back and forth. And I think that'll about do it for right now, because there's somebody at the door. Talk to you later.